Oh
The
my,
Mythosaur.
oh my gosh. I think I think that's my favorite Mandalorian episode.
Really?
I think that was my favorite. I
I've got to
think
see it
that
a couple more times, man. Because yeah, it was man, it was jam packed.
there was a lot happening.
It felt like a little chunk out of a movie.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was so good. I mean, I can't talk about it too loud because my wife is in the other room and we're
Yeah.
gonna watch it tomorrow, so I can't like scream when I want to scream right now. Like that was like the like toward the middle of it, I was like, oh my gosh, this is if they're doing what I think they're gonna do, and then it just kept going, and that last, I was like, yes, Miss Sunflower said, oh, I disappeared. Yeah,
That
yeah,
might be my next tattoo. What'd you think, Craig?
Uh, good, not great.
I thought it was great.
I thought it was good. Um, I don't know. I just thought I don't know. Maybe it was just the pacing, or I don't know. I thought it was
I
a
th-
good episode. I wasn't like, oh my gosh, blown away. I mean, it was cool. There were some cool parts, but
Yeah, I felt like the
I
pacing
mean,
was pretty quick.
I,
You froze up
like
there.
like a, like a low eight.
You're talking like that droid.
oh no, is he gone?
I don't know.
Okay, can't see me.
You're
Uh,
frozen kind of and you're very like garbled. Yeah, I really liked the episode, man. It was great. A lot of Bo-Katan stuff, a lot of effects that were done pretty well.
mm-hmm.
And it was surprising that we got to go back to Tatooine, which was great for a little second or
I,
two.
I could just hear Brooke and see Brooke going like, "What? Tatooine again?" Yeah,
Am I
and we
back?
got the. You're
Yeah,
back.
you're back.
Okay. I could see and hear you guys fine when you were telling me you couldn't hear me. I was like, huh? I
Yeah,
had,
you were frozen, and then you sound like a droid talking.
nice.
It's pretty awesome. But
That's one of the perks of being head of Lucasfilm. I can change my voice to droid whenever I want.
but no, man, I thought that was really good. I wasn't expecting as much from a second episode. I
Mhm.
mean, I was like, oh my, this is just the second episode, and they're already doing all of this right now. So yeah, for me it was awesome,
I
and I
mean,
was digging
I
it.
would give it like a low 8 out of 10. Not bad. It was a good episode. I liked it, but it wasn't like wow for me.
Well, you're crazy, head of Lucasfilm. But
Well, wait till the next episode.
unfortunately, I have to go. I am sorry, but I just wanted to give my first initial reactions and say that it was amazing.
So
But
you would give
hopefully,
it 9 out of 10, 10 out of
I
10.
I give it like a 9 out of 10. Like for me, it was up there with seasons 2 and 1, like episodes from there. Like it ranks pretty high up there for me. And I guess I think I was just blown away by first off the title of the episode where it started. I was like, oh, we're doing it. We are going. And then as it kept going, I was like, wow, this is not what I thought was going to happen on this episode. So, uh,
That I will say that creature design was really cool. That one like General Grievous thing.
Yeah.
yes, that's exactly what I thought about too. Especially when she, I was like, good call back. But
Yeah,
unfortunately, I do have to go, guys. So y'all keep going. May the force be with y'all. This is the way.
this is the
This is the
way.
way.
Very cool creature design, although it is odd that just that thing is like just hanging down there by itself doing nothing. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you start kind of theorizing what's the deal with the mythosaur down there? How did it
I
get
didn't mean the
there?
or I meant that General Grievous
Oh
thing.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I started to think General Grievous vibes, maybe the same kind of species, possibly, but I think it was different because it was more of like a bug type creature, maybe with like a mechanical structure to its body. But yeah, that was kind of really kind of jarring that that droid like captured him the way it did, and then it had the like spider legs and crawled out, and then that creature got out of the mech suit, and that was really interesting. Very a lot of Clone Wars vibes in these first two episodes with the pirate captain and now this creature. But yeah, it was General Grievous kind of architecture the whole way there with that droid design or that creature design.
Mhm. Yeah, that was really cool. Seeing the mythosaur, uh, I'm not shocked. I mean, I kind of thought we would.
Yeah, not this early though, but I mean, it feels like it's a really good setup and a lead up to probably what's going to happen in the end. Um, I believe I'm trying to remember the whole kind of legend behind the ruler of Mandalore, but I believe the ruler of Mandalore at some point, or maybe it's like the tradition or like the ceremony, is that he's supposed to like ride the mythosaur. Um, yeah, I need to get more up to stuff on that, but yeah, I really thought we were going to see the mythosaur at some point this season, and we got it in chapter 2 or chapter 18, if you want to be technical.
I mean, that's the great thing I will say about this show, and I said it last week, is that they don't fool around. They don't drag things out. It happens right away.
Yeah, there's not a lot of fat there. I mean, these episodes are pretty short and tight, really.
Mhm.
But yeah, there's a lot of packed into it. Um, Grogu, there's a lot more Grogu acting, if you want to say that. A
Mhm.
lot of puppeteering going on. And Peli Motto was like, was that his first word? I didn't quite hear kind of what he said, but
It
I
was,
he was kind of making a
baby
joke.
gibberish.
Yeah, yeah,
But that's probably planting a seed that we are going to hear his first word this season. I mean, he kind of says that "Pacto" all the time.
yeah, yeah. That was pretty cool. I was surprised the personality of R5D4, how he was so scared of everything.
Yeah, it was a little weird to see him so cowardly.
Yeah, yeah. That kind of like put me off a little bit. I thought he was gonna be like the droid that stepped up to Luke Skywalker, that had like almost no fear. But who knows what's happened to him over all these years?
You know what would kind of been funny if he had uh acted like he had a bad motivator on purpose.
Yeah,
I know we thought maybe he
deep
would
cut
do
there.
that, like as he was rolling away, he's like, "Oh no, you're not gonna fool me with that old trick, the old
Yeah,
bad
that would
motivator
have been a nice
trick,
touch.
huh?"
Yeah, that would have been a nice touch if they would have done that.
Yeah, right. The old bad motivator trick. Get in there.
Yeah, so Miss Sunflower saying 9 out of 10. I'm gonna leave room for future episodes. This is just episode 2. That's crazy. I agree. I think the only shot remaining in the trailers now that we haven't seen are the Mandos dropping from that ship, right? There's another scene on the ridge line with all the Mandos with Bo-Katan kind of towards the back. We haven't seen that shot yet.
And there was one
And
with flying together through the caverns.
right, there's one with them flying together. There's also a scene with the TIE fighters flying through the canyon, and I think it's on
Mhm.
Kalevala as well, shooting after the Fang Bo-Katan ship. Miss Sunflower says they hunted mythosaurs, and she's hoping they don't kill it. Giancarlo did say that this season will have a faster pace than the previous season. I agree, this is pretty fast. R5 lost his motivation again. Yeah, I mean, this season, man, it's very, very compact and jammed with a lot of stuff. And it seems like they're not rushing it. It's a faster pace. And man, that would have been so awesome to see this on the big screen. I really wish I could have gone to that premiere.
Yeah.
But Yeah, Katie Sackhoff, she is Bo-Katan. She did a fantastic job. I love that character's backstory and the fact that they got the same actress that voiced her in animation to do the live action. That's
Yeah,
such a
me too, for sure.
that's such a convenient, fortuitous thing. Miss Sunflower says, "Oh yeah, I forgot the Tie Fighters and the Gauntlet and the Flying Mandos." Yeah, we're gonna end up back on Navarro at some point with Paz Vizsla firing his chain gun next to the old IG-11 droid. But yeah, after that, I can't think of any more scenes that we got in the trailers that we haven't gotten quite yet. I thought we were gonna get the TIE Fighter thing in this episode, but we didn't.
Well, I mean, it was a solid second episode. And now that he's bathed in the waters, I mean, what's he gonna do? Go back to the armorer? I mean, and try and help lead Mandalore? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. It was really awesome also to go back on Bo-Katan to see her wield the Darksaber and how fluent she is with how to actually wield it, and to
yeah,
see
that was
that Din Djarin really couldn't go with the flow with the Darksaber and like wield it to the way that Bo-Katan and I think Sabine can. And that's something he's going to have to learn, maybe train with Bo-Katan. But see, I thought that Bo-Katan was scheming against Din Djarin and
I did too.
trying to maybe get him to go down there in the mines and just to have him killed. But maybe she is more on the light side than the dark side. I mean, it's
Well,
kind
she's
of interesting there.
a little bit crazy right now, right? She's still kind of
Yeah.
crazy. And I think they're doing that on purpose. But you know, I didn't think she would try and kill him. I thought she would want to win the dark saber from him, but to wield it, not necessarily to kill him or
Yeah.
anything like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So Miss Sunflower on YouTube says, "Will Bo-Katan bear witness to Din diving into the living water? So Armor and Bo-Katan confrontation next episode." I'm not sure. Maybe there will be some type of confrontation. I think the popular theory is that we're leading up to maybe the Children of the Watch eventually ending up taking off their helmets and being okay with that aspect of their religion, the religion getting mended somehow, some way. But Bo-Katan really did talk a lot about this episode, about legacy and the history of the Mandalorian people, on how they were fighting each other for confusing reasons, and that's what made them weak against the Empire, and the Empire was able to swoop in and just annihilate them.
I mean, wouldn't have the what would they have been able to do to stop the Empire anyway?
Well, I mean, they were fighting against each other. It could have been a more unified front against them. I mean, there's several moons out there: Concordia, Concord, Dawn, Kalevala, and then you have the planet of Mandalore.
But ultimately, like they could have just brought the Death Star. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but they wanted the Beskar, right? The Beskar was like their gold. So that was something that, I mean, you don't want to just nuke the place and have
But
no.
I'm confused. They did nuke the place.
Well, I don't think they technically. Well, I mean, they didn't want to completely destroy it. They wanted to get all the resources and the minerals, and the mineral is Beskar there, and they wanted to take that, and they smelted it and turned it into like essentially gold bar, the equivalent to gold bars. So, yeah. Miss Sunflower says, "I need Din out of that cult." Yeah, I wish he was out of that cult too, but it serves the story, him being in the cult, so Pedro Pascal can do other projects and just record his voice and have Lateef and Brendan Wayne employed as the Mandalorian to do the stunt work.
Well, listen, Pedro's got to film and make this a priority. It's like a huge show.
Yeah, I mean, this to me, The Mandalorian is like prime Star Wars. This is what everyone watches. All major quadrants, the young people, teenagers, adults, older people. We're all watching this, you know.
Mhm.
And this is Star Wars now, essentially. So
And he's
I might watch it again.
right now.
Maybe.
You're a sick man.
maybe after I go and see what everyone else is saying about the episode, because you know there's spoilers everywhere now. So I guess one of the big so I saw someone load up an image and blur it out, and I'm guessing it was the eye of the mythosaur now that they were like being afraid to spoil online.
Oh, afterwards or before the episode?
Before the episode, it was like there was like a thumbnail image I saw, and they blurred it out on YouTube,
Oh,
and I was like, I don't know what that could be.
how'd they get the spoiler?
Well, people went to the premiere, and of course, people still take photos and video there. And also, there's screeners out to some of the media, and then of course that's uncontrolled. So like a little kid could have saw it and like took the picture and shared it somewhere, and it just spread like wildfire. Could have been that. Yeah, I totally agree, Miss Sunflower. Even normies are watching Mando. Everyone's watching it. I mean, this is the thing. Everyone wants to watch Star Wars, be a part of it, and you can watch this anytime, anywhere, any device.
So, what would you episode 1 to 10?
I'm saying a 9 right now. I messed up the previous episode and said 8, but I really love that first episode.
How'd you mess up?
Because I gave it an 8, and I should have given it a 9. I really liked it. I had other people kind of influence my decision, and of course, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I don't want to be like a big time homer and be like, "Oh, it was so great." I want to temper my reaction as much as I possibly can, but this, I mean,
I thought the first episode was really good too, but I gave it an 8 also.
yeah.
I have to watch this one again to see,
Yeah, I definitely do as well, to have like a final judgment score type thing.
I mean, because it's like, then what do you give a 10? You know what I mean? Like, to me, a 10 was episode 16. That was
Han Solo showing up for you.
Huh?
Han Solo showing up. There's a rumor out there that Han's going to show up, they're going to deep fake and put Han in there.
Surprised. Yeah. But like episode, the episode with Luke, that episode to me was the best out of all the episode with Boba Fett, and what was that, episode 14? Like that was like a 9 for me, or 9.5, where Boba Fett, comes and they take him with the Dark Troopers and everything like that. So it's like,
yeah, on the planet Tython, which was like the mountains of California. And that helicopter reported people out there, like, how'd they get so far out here? And it looks like they're LARPing out here, and it ended up being the production of The Mandalorian. So yeah, Miss Sunflower says Pater's bringing in the Last of Us crowd into The Mandalorian and vice versa. I see a lot of The Last of Us fans giving Star Wars a try because of the show. That's interesting. That's kind of cool. Well, it's almost like...
Yeah, I mean, Pedro's so popular right now, you would think some people would be like, "Yeah, let's check this out."
Yeah, Miss Sunflower says a 10 will include getting a Thrawn cameo.
Yeah.
Well, it feels like it's eventual almost.
For sure.
But then again, you have the Ahsoka show. You wonder, okay, are they waiting to do the reveal there? Or are we going to get the reveal at Celebration in a trailer? I mean... Man, but we got a lot this episode. That mythosaur is big time. That's one of the big fabled creatures in Star Wars that we've never seen before in live action, and we got it in this episode. That's like the overriding thing for me in this episode, that we saw that huge beast, that we've seen that crest on Boba Fett's shoulder for decades now. And now we've seen it in live action. That's an incredible thing.
Yeah, definitely. They're doing. I mean, it's more build up. I mean, there was action in this one, but it was still more build up. And those creatures that they kept fighting in the in Mandalore, they looked like that one Jedi, that one really odd kind of Jedi, and I have no idea what his name.
Like the horns.
He has like 2 horns on the side. I wonder if it was the same species.
It's
like,
I don't think so.
Like Kjarth or something with a Q. and he has these two horns on the side, and I was like, oh, I wonder if that's the same kind
I
of.
don't think so. Well, these creatures had like 4 eyes as well. 4
Mm,
eyes and like big horns, and yeah, I don't know, but
I don't know. He was only. I just remember the toy of him. I don't even remember what he was from, like a comic book, maybe. I don't know.
yeah. Yep, the legend of the mythosaur is real. Maybe that thing hibernates for thousands of years or something. Maybe there's just one, maybe there's a few, maybe this was like a baby and like grew up down there, and I don't know. Could speculate on this forever, really.
Or we'll wait till next week.
Are they tongues? The ancient Mandalorians who originated from Bo-Katan had that explanation of the name of that species and the fact that they lived on the outer territories of the city. So I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't remember what she called them.
I think it started with an A, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean that's a good theory, Miss Sunflower. Definitely could be the original Mandalorian bipedal species.
It's going well. I see that they're. I love how they don't waste time. They
Yeah.
give you awesome stuff, and they don't like some shows. You'd be waiting 6 episodes to see the mythosaur, or that the end of the season you would have seen that last shot of the mythosaur, and then you have to wait a whole nother year. But they don't do that. They're like, here's Luke, here's Boba Fett, here's Bo-Katan.
Alamites, that's the name of the creatures you saw. And we got to see
They're
Grogu use the Force. Say again?
they're Alamite with me.
Man, you should go to Celebration, Craig.
Not
We could
happening.
hang out again. Not happening.
Not
So
happening.
not until 2025.
Well, that wasn't the plan. I mean, I probably would have made more of an effort to try and go had I known there wasn't going to be one next year.
Oh,
You know, but
yeah.
I thought there would be one next year.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely does make sense for them to hold the next celebration for 2025 since it'll be a film year technically. And they're
I,
going to be pumping that up.
I
But
don't know why they didn't do it next year. It's kind of weird.
yeah, I mean, no film. I think they want to give fans a respite because a lot of people are like, I'm so glad they're not going to do one next year because we're just like struggling here to pay for everything. But yeah, I know what you're saying. But for you, I mean, it's in your hometown, so
Well, we don't know if it's going to be in Orlando.
I mean, that's the big theory that it's probably going to be there. And how many Orlando celebrations has there been? There's 2017.
Two?
Only 2? Okay.
I feel like there's only been 2.
Interesting. Yeah, if anyone knows in chat, let us know.
It was like Celebration like 5 and 6 or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. I think it was 5. I think that was
I thought they were like back to back.
yeah. And then they had them all in these random cities in Denver and Indianapolis, and it's like why wouldn't you just have them like mostly in Anaheim and Orlando where your parks are? That
It makes
makes the most sense.
a lot of sense. And the last one, so it was Anaheim, now London, and so it would make sense to come back to Orlando.
Yeah. Make a whole lot of sense.
Especially, they really, if they could get another ride put in at, Batu in that time,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then hype up a new ride, that would be pretty wild.
Expansion. Maybe we'll get the plans in the panel that I listed off for Disney parks. Ms. Sunflower says if we get a film announcement this celebration, then next celebration will probably show the trailer. Yep. It's par for the course, really. And hopefully we'll be in the audience watching it.
Well, overall, I think the show is going well. I think first two episodes are really good. We're heading in the right direction.
Yeah.
R5 is now part of the adventure. Hopefully, uh, they make his character fun and cool. I mean, he was a little bit like, come on, why is he so? He's like, why is he like so scared? I thought it was a little bit too much, but I guess they're trying to give him some kind of characteristics.
Yeah, you got to give him a personality that's a little different from our main cast. And
Yeah,
I mean, it was kind of funny. I mean, and then there's a lot of R5D4 toys out there that I don't know. You can sell if you get them popular.
I like R5D4.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's going to be on the show. Like, I think I think they'll do a good job, like what they do with Chopper, and I think Dave Filoni will make him fun and interesting, and cool. But we're just getting started with him.
Yeah, and yeah, it's only 6 more episodes of The Mandalorian. And then we have to wait like another 2 years.
God, why did it take them 2 years? Did COVID really just slow them down that badly?
Well, I mean, there's theories, and I mean, you have that whole situation of Pedro Pascal wanted to do other stuff, so they had to wait. So Favreau did the Book of Boba Fett, but then you got Pedro back to do those 2 episodes, and it's just kind of one of those things. But Favreau's already written season 4.
Is he written it or he's writing it? He's like probably still writing it.
I think it's completely. I think from all the reports, they say it's completely written. They're in pre-production now, so I don't know. The end of next year, maybe that's when we'll get the next season. But yeah, it's like they can't make this fast enough, man, because this is Star Wars right now. This is what's carrying Star Wars is this show.
So they're writing it. So when do we think they're going to start filming? In the fall?
Yeah, that's a possibility. In the fall, we're gonna get the Ahsoka show, and then Skeleton Crew's probably gonna be at the beginning of 2025
But
or 2024. I'm sorry.
if they're already in the process of writing it, and so let's say Favreau finishes writing it in summertime, you would think they would start production this year. They gotta. The show's too popular. Disney's got to push the envelope. They're trying to sell Disney Plus.
Yeah, yeah. This is the biggest draw. Every time you open up Disney Plus, this is the first thing that pops up.
So I think they got to start in the fall, and then so maybe my best guess is we'll get it not this coming Christmas, but the next Christmas.
Right.
What do you
That would
think?
make a lot of sense. Man, that's a long time to wait.
I know.
I mean, The Mandalorian, I know we're super spoiled now, but I mean, this TV show, this is the best thing in Star Wars going right now until they can get the film situated.
Well, I mean, it took 2 years, literally 2 years to get this season done.
Right. But I mean, we had Boba Fett in between.
True.
So, and then there's like 2 Mandalorian episodes. Now I think if we do get a Boba Fett season 2 that airs before this, we're all going to be like, where's the Mandalorian episodes?
Yeah. Well, let's see. I mean, they haven't announced Book of Boba Fett, but my guess is they'll start filming that this year too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Because they got to keep Star Wars content coming.
Yeah, they will. I don't think that's going to be an issue, but
Andor is filming right now, or they're gonna.
Yeah.
They just started, right?
They've been filming. I think they've been filming since October.
Oh wow,
So yeah,
that long?
they film like they're filming like a big movie, and yeah, it's I think the previous season was a pretty long shoot as well.
All right. So what are we thinking then? We'll get Ahsoka in the fall, and then Skeleton Crew at Christmas.
That would be nice, but I kind of feel like Skeleton Crew's going to drop like in February, because if they push Ahsoka out to like October, that time frame, maybe Skeleton Crew. It'd be great if it was a Christmas present. I feel like Star Wars could give the fans Christmas presents, and every Christmas we should get some type of drop, something, on Christmas Day even.
Watch
Drop
it.
it Christmas Day.
Wind up with another holiday special.
I would be okay with that. That'd be cool. Even if they like, well, I mean, not make it horrible and unwatchable like the original, but I mean,
Oh, it is horrible. It's so horrible.
they could definitely parody it if they wanted to. It'd be kind of funny if they did that with live action actors. That would be interesting. That'd be kind of funny. But I mean, that's something I feel like they should have already done. They should have did it with the sequel trilogy actors. So,
Well, a solid episode. It just sucks waiting a week each time, and the waiting is really the torture.
yeah.
But I don't know. I liked it. I'll definitely watch it again tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure. I'll give it another watch, and we will be doing another episode tonight to kind of break it down and talk about it further after we analyze it more. And
There's nobody
also,
right now. Everybody's asleep. There's no way anybody's awake right now.
you have no idea, Craig. There are so many people right now talking about this show online.
No,
You
I
just-
meant like watching our episode.
Oh, there's one person right now. I think it's Miss Sunflower.
She fell asleep.
She fell asleep on the keyboard. Luckily, she's not hitting any keys right now. What if she hits enter now? It's like gonna be a bunch of like garbled stuff. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for our after show. I'll let Craig go to bed now, and
Yep,
I have no
tired.
idea what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm super tired too, but it's the Mandalorian, man. It's a great episode. We're
Great.
expecting great episodes every week.
I'm waiting for my Luke Skywalker to get back.
That'll be your 10 out of 10 episode.
It will. For sure. Especially when Han Solo's standing next to him.
Oh my gosh, we got both of them.
I mean, I would not be surprised.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised. I'm gonna say it. I know people are like, it's not gonna happen. Listen, we've gotten Boba Fett, Luke Skywalker, Bo-Katan, Ahsoka, R5D4, Cad Bane, all
Cobb Vanth.
Huh?
Cobb Vanth.
But I mean, like all last season. Was Cobb Vanth? He was in the comics.
Cobb Vanth was introduced in the Aftermath novels.
Okay,
but
so I didn't really know. I didn't read the novels, but all right. So we got 8 characters just last season. You know what I mean? 8 characters. It's like that. It was surprising to bring back. So who would be shocked by Luke and? I mean, it has to make sense.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be there just to be there. I want it to be like, how would it make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, we got 2 people watching now, Craig.
We doubled. We're up 100%.
As head of Lucasfilm.
So
that's
some
great stat.
But wait, is that who's head of Lucasfilm?
Oh, we lost him. We're down to 1.
They realized that I wasn't Kathleen Kennedy. How did David pull this off?
Yeah, Bo-Katan's stock is gonna go way up. Man, but I just thought she was gonna be evil. I didn't think she was gonna be like, let's save Din Djarin. Man, he sunk to the bottom of that lake like a rock.
That was kind of crazy. Why did he sink so fast?
That all that Beskar he's wearing, man.
Is that heavy? I mean, he walks around. He doesn't walk around like it's heavy.
Strong
Right?
dude.
But he sunk like I thought.
Like something pulled him down.
I thought something pulled him down.
Right, right.
Maybe the Mythosaur pulled him down.
I think the Mythosaur was asleep until Bo-Katan flashed his light, or her light. Gotta rewatch that.
He sunk like crazy?
Yeah.
Which didn't make sense.
Yep. Didn't make a whole lot of sense, but
I mean, they basically wanted to show the Mythosaur there and find a way to do it, but that's what I'm saying is like little things like that when I'm watching it kind of like annoy me. Like Bo-Katan just sitting in the throne, like not doing anything. Who would sit there and not do anything in a chair? Have you ever done that in your life? I've never just sat in a chair and just like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, that's what royalty kind of did in like the medieval times. They sat on their throne and just sat there, you know, and just kind of waited for people to wait on them, you know.
Yeah.
So she got the droid to kind of wait on her. The droid like said, "We have a visitor, unscheduled visitor."
Yeah. I don't know. It's just little things like that. It's like, can't she just be in the middle of doing something interesting?
Yeah, I think it's
What if she had been fighting, and then the droid walks in and she's like, "We have an unscheduled visitor." Like that'd be more interesting than her like. I think things like that nerves.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm hyped. I'm still as hyped up as I was before.
And the sinking.
Like a rock.
He just dropped like 5 zillion feet in 12 seconds.
You would think you'd get the bends or something coming back up from that depth.
All right. Well, for anybody that stayed up watching this, and that would be just you and me, God bless. Bless you, sir. Bless you.
Bless you, man. We have 2 people watching now.
So
who are you? Type in the comments. Let's see who you are. I think it's Miss Sunflower, and who's the next person? We know it's super late.
It's Filoni. I asked him.
They left. Filoni left. He's checking in on all the live streams.
They're like, I'm out of here.
He's like, head of Lucasfilm.
Everyone keeps popping in to see who this head of Lucasfilm is. And they're like,
hey, get a load of that one stream. The head of Lucasfilm is on it. Yeah.
This guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
All right. Well, yeah, we're going to call it a morning.
May the force be with you.
This is the way.
Peace out.